Hello. Hola. Hello, everyone. How are you? Hello. Hi, Liz. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Cosicuelas. Marisa. Hello. Hola, Marta. Hi, Crystal. How are you guys? Oh, today I'm alone. Olga abandoned me. She decided to go with the coupage queen. She forgot we're going to have a live stream, and I'm alone. Sorry. Um, you will notice I speak a little bit weird. That is because I got my Invisaligns and I'm still getting used to them. It's going to take me some months to speak properly again. So you have to forgive me for that. Oh, good to hear you are out of the hospital, Crystal. Um, you are, Tracy, you are disappointed that I'm not speaking more weird. That's a friend. That's a good friend. Hola, Noemi. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna switch cameras to my table. Hold on. Yeah, here we are. Hi, Stephanie. Okay, I'm gonna place this in a way that I can see your comments. Um, and I will show you what we are doing today. So, first of all, we are going to do something like this. Okay, these are a couple of tags that I recorded for the reels for my Instagram. Um, you will have them next week, I think. So we are going to have fun with metallic flakes. Yes, because as I told you before, this freaking collection, Fated Memory Lane, goes well with everything. It's crazy. So that is what we are going to do today. These two beautiful tags. These are a class that I put on my Patreon for all my patrons for any tier. Um, with this class, you get access to all my art journal classes and many more. So if you want to join, the link is in the description box. This is my latest digital collection. Hi, Rachel. Hi, everyone. Hello from Greece. Hello. Hola, Sonia. I can show you this later if you want to. Just remind me, because otherwise I will forget. I want to play. I don't want to be promoting stuff here all the time. So let's do something like this. Can I bring my camera closer? Oh my God. A ver, las españolas. Voy a hablar en inglés casi todo el rato, ¿vale? Todo el rato, de hecho. Pero si tenéis alguna pregunta, me lo preguntáis en español y yo os respondo. Is this straight? Yes. Hi, Helen. Hi, Francisca. Okay, so I thought instead of doing just two tags, this small, why don't we make a big tag, large one, okay? I'm so happy you got it, Marisa, because Irina, the owner of the store, put the collection in pre-sale and ordered just some few more. So you were lucky to get it. I have to say that the cello stickers are sold out everywhere. So, I mean, everywhere. When I say everywhere, hold on. When I talk about the cello stickers, I'm talking about this. They are sold out in the distributor. So if you want the cello stickers and your store has them in stock, get them 49 Market, they don't reprint any collection. So the stock that is in the stores is what it is. There will be not a repetition of this, you know, these or any other item. So I'm thinking, why don't we start picking some paper? I have the 6x8 collection here, and I think it's perfect. We can pick some paper from here, but I also want to pick my focal point first, you know. And I will. Oh my God, that's so nice. That's so nice, Marisa. Thank you. Yeah, you can find all my digital papers collections are on my coffee. Okay, so let's look for a photo that I like. I already used this one and I already used this one. So which one do I want to use today? And how big does it have to be? Those are too small. I want something a little bit larger. This guy is so cute, isn't it? But this lady, this lady. So these are Faces of Faded Memory Lane, not this. These Faces of Faded Memory Lane by Art House Wincy. You will find the link in the description box as well. And these, and the ones I used in all the tags I saw you before, these, and also these guys are from Ethereal Wings. The link is in the description as well. So I love these guys so much. I also have this, and I know it's this same girl. I just cut the photo, but she's so pretty. So it all depends on which colors I want to use today. But honestly, I feel like these and these are beautiful. So let's pre-select this. Hi, Helen. I'm laughing about Marisa's comment. Hi, Tees. How are you? Okay, so let's pick a paper. That will be cool. Oh my God, I cannot. Don't tell me this tag is too big. Hold on. Okay, if I want to use this tag, then I cannot use the 6x8 because the tag is larger. I will have to use the 12x12. Bad on me. Let's pick the 12x12. That's fine. Hola, Sari. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Okay, so 12x12 instead. Okay. Definitely, Marisa, you love art journaling. Tiffany Solorio has an amazing course going on now about art journal. You all should check that. She's a great teacher and an amazing crafter and better person. I don't know. This is not convincing me at all. I mean, in my brain, I was using the. Sorry for the mess. Okay, calm down, Lulu. Let's use this. Gracias, Merito. Yeah. So Let's pick one of these and make the tag slightly smaller than this. Vamos a coger un papel de aquí que nos guste y hacer el tag más pequeñito. I'm so used to teach my classes in 2 languages. You will have to forgive me if I suddenly speak Spanish. So we need to decide. Oh my God. I think I got it. Don't you think so? So this is how I usually do it. I just pick my focal point and then I look for the perfect paper that I want to use. It will depend also on the colors, but I feel like this brownish looks so beautiful. This one or this one? Yeah, I need to put some order here. That is for sure a fact. Okay, so let's check these. Okay, I feel like this one very much. It was my first feeling, so let's go with that. So what we are going to do is to use this as a template. We need to decide. I mean, this is not going to be visible. So I can skip it and keep it. I mean, I can skip this for the base and keep this for some kind of embellishment later. So we're going like this, and like this, and now we just cut it out. Oh my God, thank you so much, Tiffany. That means a lot. That means a lot. I'm very happy with it. Tracy and I work so well together and put this with so much love. So it means a lot when you guys say that you like it. Okay, so okay. This I'm gonna cut it now. Yes. So we can just go like this. And we will have this little embellishment that we can add to the composition later. These little scraps, we don't throw them, we keep them. I have a box already full of those. Well, Marisa, you know, because Marisa is saying, I admire so much for you doing it in 2 languages without mistakes. I make some mistakes, not many, but some mistakes I do. And you know, it all started as with me being translator for another teacher that was teaching classes in Spain. Okay, so oh my God, thank you, Stephanie. If we want to add some color here, we can go without any gesso. here I added some color on the background, some pinks. You can see here some pinks and some grays. And I didn't add any gesso. And it worked, but the color doesn't flow. So I'm thinking I want to make the color flow so I will have a more organic look. So I'm going to protect this paper with clear gesso. It's going to take us a minute only. You can use any gesso that you like. I like ephemera gesso, and I have a mix here with a little bit of water because ephemera gesso is a little bit thick for this purpose. So I have my bottle with gesso and water. Where is my brayer? And to me, the easiest way to do this is with a brayer. We will get a super thin coat. I added a lot of gesso, apparently. Yeah. Oh. And loosen my hair. It wants to be in the project. It feels so weird being live without Olga talking to me. Oh my God. Yeah. So when you hear the brayer is making a different noise, you can hear this. That means that the gesso is absorbed in the paper. If you spread it well, one layer is enough. And we clean this because we want to be able to use it again. They can be used. Where is everybody from? I don't know where you're from, guys, and I don't know exactly when is Mother's Day. For us in Spain is on Sunday because it's always the first Sunday of May. So I know it's soon in United States as well. So happy Mother's Day to everybody, and also happy International Scrapbooking Day. Is today? Is tomorrow? Something like that. Also, right? So let's yes dry this quickly. Ay, qué bonita eres, Nani. Muchas gracias. Espero que la uses mucho. So Naomi is saying that she loves the collection. She already got it. And she said that it's full of details. And I hope you guys are all going to use it a lot. Please don't just keep it in the drawer. Use it, enjoy it, make it yours. I have seen so many projects already with this collection. Some of them are so vintage, romantic, beautiful, and some others are just mind blowing. Like really, the way people is using color with this collection is fantastic. Okay, so now we need a stencil for this. Should we go classic? I'm looking for a stencil. Come on. I'm going to use this one. I love it so much. Me da pena usar los robots. No, úsalos porque si no se caducan, luego no pega el pegamento. Please don't be shy. Don't keep your ribbons in the drawer. The glue will dry up at some point. They will stop working. Use the ribbons, put them in a project. They will look beautiful. And we will have more. Like 49 Market is launching 2 collections every month. So it's not like you can run out of ribbon at all. You finished making my folios too? Wow. And did you enjoy? Okay, so I'm going to use this stencil. This one is called Sweetly Florals from Finava. Important. Where is the girl looking? She's looking this way. So we need to give her something to look at later. But I want to keep that in mind before I start adding things, you know. Sorry for my dogs. I'm going to use this paste. Tacky When Dry Gel Medium by TCW, Crafters Workshop. And you're gonna love it. I love this paste so much. So I align this with the paper at the bottom, and then I'm gonna add the paste kind of a little bit random. I don't want perfect stenciling. This is not a catalog, so we will add bits of it here and there, keeping in mind that we will cover most of this with the composition. Look what happens when Olga is not here. I'm giving you a full class for free because I have no one to talk to. So you will have like a privilege VIP pass to one of my classes today. Yeah. It looks like a lot, but we will cover it. Hello, Holly. No worries because we just started. I talk a lot. You love it. That's good, Sue. That's good. I have to put this in water. And of course, I forgot to fill my container. This is just a classic on me. I don't want to have my container full of water here in the studio because my doggies will come and will drink it. Okay. So now we're gonna dry this. What is going on with this paste? Why is it called tacky when dry? Well, because it's tacky when it's dry. When, how to know when it's dry? When the paste becomes transparent. So let's dry it. From the distance, we don't want to cook it, okay? Yeah. Talk to me, guys, because otherwise it's going to be very boring. All the time me talking alone. I mean, you can leave this drying, that will be ideal. It will take, depending on the weather where you live, but it will take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to become transparent. Transparent. And I'm already thinking which colors we are going to use today. Mm. I am far. I am like 15 or 20 centimeters away, like 6 or 8 inches away from the paper. I don't want to cook the paste. Are you making any more collections soon? I am working on a second collection. I still don't know when it's going to come with 49 Market. Probably I should not say this, but anyways, it's done. Tracy will have another collection sooner than me. I should not say this, but okay. And I will have a new collection with another brand soon. When I say soon, it's probably end of May or June. So you have to stay tuned because I cannot talk about it yet. Exactly. It's between us, Rachel. We are almost there. almost. Yeah, very soon. This is what I'm telling you. Please use set memory lane because um, there will be more things coming. Hi, Anita. You can see in the center it's almost transparent already. We need to give a little bit more of heat in the top and the bottom. Very boring process. Okay, more or less, it should work. Let's cool it. So this is quite sticky. You can see it's sticky. It's not the stickiest thing in the world. I mean, gilding glue from Finabar is much more sticky, but it's not a paste. And I wanted to have paste because I want to have some dimension. I have a box for the metallic flakes. So we don't have accidents, you know. I haven't listed all the products in the description box. And if I use anything that is not listed, I will add it later when the live stream is over. Okay, so now we're gonna take these pieces and we're gonna start applying them over the paste. They will get stuck only where I have the paste. In case you're wondering, the metallic flakes, so gilding flakes, or however you want to call them, are the leftovers from when they produce the gold leaf. That is why they are broken, you know, like little bits. And they will get stuck to the glue, to the paste, but only what this touching the paste, you know, like nothing else. No matter if I try to add 27 layers on top of this, no, only what is touching the paste will get stuck. Yes, this gets everywhere. That is why I'm doing it inside the box. I didn't realize making a big tag will take us this long. So let's try to do it. This is the thing. With this, you cannot rush it because it will fly everywhere. So it is better to stay calm. Don't breathe too much. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't cough. Don't laugh. Basically, be an amoeba. So you can feel it with your finger if there is any spot that is still sticky. That means you didn't cover it with the metallic flakes. Yeah. Okay. So now let's close the jar so they don't escape. Now we're going to give a gentle massage. So most of what is not stuck will fall in the box. I don't add a lot of pressure. I'm going very gently. You can start to see the design. Mhm. And now I'm gonna take a brush that is a little bit hard. The bristles are a little bit hard, so I can brush off the excess. And this is mixed media, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I'm not working on a cathedral, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Of course, the more time you have, the slower you do it, the better results you will get. But I don't want you to fall asleep, so hold on. This is not the right one. This is the right one because it's a little bit harder. A brush with natural hair would be better. That depends. If the hair is too soft, you are not going to be able to remove the little parts that are not stuck to the paste or glue. And I love animals too much to use natural hair brushes, but that is just my personal preference. I know those brushes are great, they work better than anything, but you know, I don't want a squirrel brush. You may need this stencil. Oh my god. Crystal is not falling asleep. That's good. I hope nobody is falling asleep. Maybe Tracy is sleeping already because she's so quiet. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit more here. I want to clean this part better just in case it's going to be more visible. Yeah. Not perfect, but almost. If you do this with gold leaf, it's much easier and the result is much perfect because it's just one big sheet. But it looks beautiful. Multitasking? Yes, multitasking. Okay, so this I save it like it is, you know? Yeah. We have a little bit of metallic flakes here, but I have a mini vacuum so we can pick up any excess. I bought it on Amazon. Very useful. Okay, so now I'm thinking that honestly, pink will look beautiful with this. What do you think? Would you like me to use pink or any other color? Let me know. The mini vacuum is so useful, Helen. Can we go pink? Mhm. It's useful, right, Marta? We can go with inks, we can go with sprays, we can go with magicals. I will go with inks. There's always purple. Magenta. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. I'll show you something. So, my Patreon, every month I teach a class that is an art journal page. This was the one I prepared last month, of course, using Faded Memory Lane. It was a class about doing monochromatic and limit your palette. And this is the one we made in class, using Faded Memory Lane with purple. So believe me, it works. This collection works with everything. Pinky brownies. That is what I was thinking. Yeah, that's sangria, Helen. Exactly. Sangria. So let's go with pink because I'm going to show you how to make the perfect pink for the collection. This collection has a very particular pink, and I've been making my test, and I think that Pink Lady, this is an acrylic block, Pink Lady and Fossil, that is a gray. With this, we are going to make the perfect pink for the collection. Oh, come on. So I put my colors here. Spray water. I'm gonna mix. Do I have a watercolor brush? Yes, this one. So I'm gonna bring a little bit of that pink to my gray. And this is the perfect pink for the collection. It's a little bit of pink in the gray. So now, as I want the color to run, I'm going to add water. Remember, my paper is protected with clear gesso, so we are safe. And I'm going to make this beautiful shade of pink. Your shopping list is growing. Do me a favor and use my affiliate links that you have in the description box. The artist's life is hard. Just kidding. Do what you want. Dirty pink. Okay, we can call it dirty pink. I will call it dusty pink. I need more gray. So I like to work on layers. I'm gonna dry this first layer to see how much of the color I have, and then I will go with more. Thank you, Sue. You are so sweet. So this way we can build up the color as much as we want. Right now it's quite soft because I add the gesso, so the paper is not absorbing the color so much. Yeah, the stencil. The stencil is really floral by ephemera. Okay. So let's add more of this pink to the gray. Yeah, I have my gray here, and I move it to the pink, create my dirty pink. I want it to flow, so water again. I really like it when the paper gets this watercolory effect. And of course, we can add just a little bit of the pink as well, to make it more fun and have like a little bit of color. Let's try this. And depending on what you use, the metallic flakes will pick up some of that color. With inks or sprays or pigments, it will not. But if you use acrylics, for example, liquid acrylics from Finnavar, they will go on top of the metallic flakes and they will pick up a little bit of that color. And that's super cool as well. I think I'm gonna need a third round. I want to keep it flat. Someone tell me, how is it possible that we are here for already 40 minutes? I did nothing. How? That's just not normal. How the time goes so fast? Water? And maybe a little bit more of pink here. And we bring it to the gray. Okay, and this is the last one. So we dry it and we're gonna make some small splatters with this pink. I think when we craft, the time goes double speed and then slows down when we have to work. Unless crafting is your work. Okay, some splatters for fun. That's it. Okay, so we have a little bit of color on the background, not too much. I know now it looks like there is a lot of gold here. Don't worry, because we will cover most of it. I'm thinking we should add some stamping. So I can take I can take this one for example, something hot. It's called Reflections, CMS 111. And I like it, even if it's reverse. I mean, I think it's supposed to be used with jelly plates. I have a hard relationship with jelly plates. So this needs a little bit of brown. Yeah. Which brown? Let's take cappuccino. Let's add some of this. So I'm coming here and stamp a little bit just to add. What is wrong with you, Nunu? Why is not adding anything? Did it dry up or what? Hmm. No, it's working. It's too light. It's just too light. Cold brew is my new favorite brown on earth. It's somehow between walnut-stain and scorched timber, somewhere there. And I love this color so much. Yeah, now we have some letters. So a little bit more here, trying not to make too much of the squares. Like, I don't really like to have the square part of the stamp, so I always lift it up in the corners. So it's going to be like a more irregular stamping, sorry. Yeah, so we have extra detail. Nice. Well, so, that is what we think when we are not professional crafters. When we are, sometimes we hate it, because sometimes you don't feel inspired. You don't know what to do. You have done everything already, but you have to do something. It's a problem. Okay, so far we use Pink Lady, Fossil, and Cold Brew. And I think Cold Brew is going to be the perfect one to make the frame around. I really like to make this kind of vignette. Not just inking the edges, but going a little bit inside of the paper, creating the vignette. You know what I mean? And I try to avoid having like a straight line, very homogeneous or parallel or perfect. I like to get a little bit inside the paper, then go not so far, and so on. So it's gonna look more natural. Always trying to avoid the straight lines. And if for some reason you think, oh, that was too much, remember this paper is protected with gesso. So I can take my water or I can take a baby wipe and wipe it off. Yeah. Now I need to dry it and add some ink again. But this is the good thing when you have gesso on your paper, that you can remove anything that is water-based and it's not permanent. So you cannot do it with acrylics, but definitely you can do it with your inks, your sprays, your pigment powders, even with your mica powders. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. And I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to do the vignette. So I add less ink on the sides, and I go a little bit more inside in the corners. On the corners, in the corners, I never know. Okay. So we have the vignette already. Just a little bit of drama. Okay, so now we need to decide what else we are going to add here. I think my background is ready, so I can start looking for stuff that I want to add to the composition. Mm. I've been already using this a lot. This is the film strips and postage laser cut from Faded Memory Lane. So we need to pick some, oh, come on. Something from here. Like this, probably, just one. Hold on. I have put two together. So there is a lot here because I have two sets together. Because I accidentally started both of them. So now I have like tons of tiny bits. I'm looking for some film strip that I can use. Not blue, I want it to be brown. So we will go with this one. So we need to remove all the postage from this. Hi, Hila. It's always so cool to see so many of my students here. I really appreciate your support, guys. You see, we don't have a class this weekend, but I gave you a live stream. Okay. Okay. So how much of this we need? I wanted to do, sorry, irregular. So we will cut this here and this here. And then we can cut this. And I'm thinking she's looking up, she's looking for something. So let's give her something to look at, right? Like, for example, some butterflies. Oh, I'm so happy, Hila. Another one that got her Faded Memory Lane. Yay! So I'm gonna use this. I love this so much. Now I wish I didn't add so much of the texture base with the stencil, so I will have like more space for some tiny butterflies, but still we can do it. We can do it. So I will, because I'm lucky, we have small designs. If you know me, you know I love tiny. So I was insisting a lot in having a small designs for the ribbons. Janine hates me a bit, but it's okay. So I'm gonna add this here. didn't dry after adding the ink on the edges, and that was a mistake. But the good thing about the ribbons is that you can fix things. Hold on. Yeah, your tag needs to be dry. Oh, the collection is even more beautiful in person. Thank you, Hila. That makes me so happy. Are you still sticky? Kind of. Kind of. Let's hope now it's going to work. It doesn't want to work. Why? Probably because there is a lot of ink in here. Don't worry. We have solutions for everything. Is this dry? Yes, it's dry. Why are you so annoyed? Where is my... Yeah, bone folder better. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, that was it. It was, the ink was fresh, so it got stuck to the ribbon and it's not sticky enough now. I need to order ribbons. Sari, ¿la tuya todavía está en camino? Bueno, te llegará la semana que viene, que me dijo Irina que había mandado todos los pedidos. Oh, come on, Nunu. Are you going to ruin all the ribbons? No, it's coming, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah. So we fold that. Yeah, and now we need a small one for the top because that one looks very sad and weird. So we take this one. So lesson learned. Remember to dry your surface very well before you try to add ribbons. And also, if you try to add your ribbons on top of distress oxide, it can be tricky, okay? First, because distress oxide take forever to dry. I love them, but they take forever to dry. And second, because they are kind of powdery. I mean, this is fully dry from 2 or 3 days ago, and it's kind of velvet feeling. You see, in my finger it's coming, so that powder will get stuck to the surface of the ribbon, and it will not be so sticky. So keep that in mind. There are things you can do to fix that, but this ribbon is very stubborn. Yeah, no, I can see you coming. Come on. You are stubborn, but I'm more stubborn. You know, I'm a Gemini. Yeah. Come on. I promise you, the ribbons are beautiful. They work perfectly. It's just my mistake not drying things well. I mean, I use them here. I use them everywhere. But it's good that this is happening, so you see how to fix it. Let's fix this. I need a craft knife. So maybe I can remove this ribbon, this little bit of the ribbon that I have here. So please don't think it's the ribbon, it's just me trying to rush things up, not drying perfectly and making the mistake. Ribbons are perfect. Okay. Let's dry this properly. I didn't know that. Oh my god. Okay. Now let's. It should be ready now. I'm gonna try again. And I hope it's going to work because I'm running out of the small butterflies. Mhm. This one. If this doesn't stick, I will quit my job. I'm gonna go to a abandoned island and plant daisies. Yeah, here it is. Little butterfly. So yeah, it was me not drying things properly. Yeah, so we have that. That looks beautiful, but it will be cool to have some more stuff, right? Don't you think so? Mm, like for example, what? Let's take the other set of ribbon. So that was blendable. This one is essentials. Um, Here, this. We can take some of these thingies. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make sure it's fully dry. I'm not making the same mistake again. Full dry your inks. Apparently, these dye inks take forever to dry as well. Holy Batman. It should be dry now. Mm-hmm. Not so sure. Nice. Yeah. These inks, these inks, not super friendly. Not super friendly with ribbons. Or maybe it's me today. Or maybe it's the gesso, but I don't think so. Honestly, I've been working with this the entire week, never had a problem. It's only today that I'm doing it live. Yeah, they don't want to stick. Nothing. I quit. Bye. I'm going to plant daisies somewhere. No worries. We will add the ribbon somewhere else. Okay, so we were here. Let's add some brown ink for beautiful shadows. And also because I don't like to see the edges. Mhm. That is another lesson to learn. When something is not working, stop trying. I don't like to build everything up and then um, need to remember where I'm putting what and so on. So I'm going to start gluing things. What if you put a layer of clear gesso over the oxides? No, they are not oxides. They are these inks. And if I put a coat of gesso on top of that, they will run. You cannot do that with something that is water reactive. I could use distress microglaze, but I will have to let it dry because glaze is not something that you can really dry with the heat gun. You see, this ink never dries. Probably it's because I added the gesso on the paper and this is a dye ink. So yeah, instead of being in the paper, now it's all over my hands, which those of you who know me knows that I hate that. But it's okay. Okay, so we need more space. Let's stick this. Yeah, you can see I can remove it with my fingers. Mhm. And then I can use a piece of this. How much? Or what? Do I have more thingies? Yes, I have more thingies. Do I want to use that? No. Okay. Hold on, because I have like a little mess here. Not so little, it's a big mess. So all my ephemera from Faded Memory Lane is here in this container. So let's pick some beautiful pieces like this one. Oh, I love this one. We don't need the entire thing, so we can cut just what we need. Would a sprite fixative work? Yes. I just don't have any. But yeah, that will work, Hila. No worries, Marisa, have fun. So we can have that here. And definitely I want to use some of this. So I'm gonna cut this. Yeah, you can see the ink is everywhere. So something with this ink is that if you add gesso to the paper, it will never dry and it will run. Come on. If you want it to dry, just don't add gesso to the paper. But then remember, you cannot add a lot of water to the paper, okay? So What if I use some pieces of cardboard? Where are my big scissors? How can someone use big scissors in such a tiny table? Like really, they are huge. Oh, they are here. Yeah. So this is 2 millimeters thick cardboard, and I'm gonna cut out some pieces so we can use them to add dimension to this stack. Like for example, I know I'm going to cover this part, so I can definitely use this 3D foam here. It's not going to be visible. For this one, let's start with this one. We need another piece here. Mm-hmm. Okay, that goes there. And then this one, I need it to come from underneath. So maybe this piece is too thick because it's 2 millimeters, but I have 1 millimeter also, so I can use 1 millimeter cardboard here. And now we need to look for some big element to put on the left side. I think a flower would be great. Oh, I can see more people joining. Hello, hello everybody. Okay, so that looks like it's coming from underneath. Oh, yeah, that is lovely. We want something here. So I'm thinking I'm going to take the other set of laser cuts because I love this flower so much. If I don't say it, I will explode. I saw this week someone stealing this design. If that person is watching, you should know that all the things we use in this collection are original work, and they are protected by some rights. So you should keep that in mind. Wow, that is lovely. I'm Missy. So good that you got good news. That's a relief. Okay, so let's add some of these. So just saying that if you see this flower somewhere out there in someone's digital kits, it's stolen. Okay, so I want it to be also a little bit up, so we need some cardboard here as well. It's something I will not usually say. I usually don't care about these things, but I thought that it's so bad. It's so sad. I mean, you can buy graphics. You can make your own graphics with AI. You can draw. Why you steal something that is just released? I mean, if you're going to steal something, be a little bit clever and steal something that is from 10 years ago, not 10 minutes. Yes, saying. Okay, so we have enough space here. That's good. I have ChatGPT. There is a watercolor ground type just specific for watercolors so that the water-based ink doesn't beat up. Yeah, is that yes? So they have to make any surface like a watercolor paper. I know that. Hmm. Is this looking good? I think so. So I need to also add some pieces of cardboard here for my focal point to have a good support. Yeah, Helen, someone that is making digital kits decided that it was okay to copy this flower. Honestly, I didn't want to look more into her designs, but I'm pretty sure she's copying not just us, but more people. That is very sad, her lack of imagination. A good thing about 49 Market is that you don't have to fussy cut it, it's already there. Let's have fun about it. Okay, I want my photo to be also sturdy, flat. So I'm gonna cut a piece of this strong cardboard and put it here. But I'm gonna make it smaller just in case I want to hide something underneath the photo. I will have space. I'm talking so much today that I feel like tonight is going to be impossible to take off my Invisalign. Moral compass, that's funny. Yeah. Okay, so you are going to be here. It's good if I put enough glue for things to stay in place, right? No. Hi! Oh my god. Hi, Northern friends. I so love playing with the collection and have used it more than I use any other collection. That makes me so happy. Thank you. Moral compass will be the theme of my next journal page. That's good, Hila. I wish I could do that. But no. Okay, so I want to glue this down so I stop moving it, right? Mm-hmm. Like so. And I'm not sure if I want it more in or more out. Yeah, like that. And it looks like we have all the big pieces, and we need to start looking for small pieces already. So we have this, and I am thinking maybe what if we try to add some interest? Interesting, but we can add some extra touches because I want you to see how you can use your ribbons not only for backgrounds but also for details. So let's take this. We are going to add this in two parts. Hold on. We need some stencils and stamps in your next collection. That will be super cool. But you know what happens? 49 Market works with um, C6 for the stencils and the stamps, and C6 works with a year ahead. So they already have everything for 2026. Everything is scheduled, everything is designed. So I don't know if that will be possible in the future, but probably not this year with 49 Market. But just stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. La la la. I'm gonna be fired today. I mean, I have had stencils and stamps with other brands, and honestly, they were pretty good. Not because they were mine, but I can show you some. This is one of my old stencils. Very beautiful. This brand doesn't exist anymore, as far as I know. But I'm working on that. Hi, Julie. Okay, so now I'm going to add this botanic thingy. Here. Botanique. Because it should be French, I think. You see, no problem with the ribbons here. It was the ink that was not dry on my tag. No problems here. I want to distress the edges so the ribbons are not so easily visible. The darker your surface, the more visible is going to be your ribbon. Nice. Now we have some details in there. Very cool. Oh, that makes me so happy, Julie. I'm really overwhelmed with all that is happening with this collection. You guys are so supportive. Your response is absolutely incredible, and I think I talk for myself, but also for Tracy. We are so grateful to you guys. You've been adding ribbons to the chipboard pieces. Ooh, yes, exactly. That's how I want you to use it, guys. Mix it, make it super cool. Okay, so I'm thinking I want to add maybe some postage stamps. Let's see how this is looking here. Not very matchy. So we need to pick up something with this color, because the other one was blue and there is no blue here. But this one will look fabulous. yeah, we can use this, but we can dig in this little box with the ephemera and maybe find some other pieces that we can use. I think I already used all the tiny bits that I love the most. And it's not like I don't have more. I have more, but it's like I don't want to open them until I uh, use up this. You know what I mean? Or it's just me being a crazy person. Oh my god, that's so sad. Hmm. 50. We can use a little bit of that. Flora. Oh, I love Flora. Flora looks like her name. Maybe. I love this piece so much. This we can use. And maybe this. Okay. So we have some tiny bits and pieces here that, hold on. I'm gonna move this to the side so it's not going to be in a dangerous spot anymore. Oh, and we have this that I cut in the beginning of the live stream. Do you remember? I cut it out from this part of the paper. Let's see if it matches, if I can use it or not. Is there a space for you? Maybe if I would have not. Oh my god, I don't feel like covering this. I don't feel like covering this that much. So I'm gonna save this beauty for another project. Mm. Yeah, but we can totally use a little bit of this, right? Big scissors, so maybe I can make a straight line. Not super straight, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. So can add you here. Yes, you need a little bit of extra support with a piece of cardboard. I want the back of Yes Faded Memory Lane leaves. Okay, I will keep that in mind for the next collection. Huh? Hold on. Can we? Yes, you can come from here. Mm-hmm. What else? What else? Do we have this little bit? Can we do something with this? Something interesting. You know, I always tell my students, add things only if they are adding some value to the project, some interest to the project, not just for the sake of it. So we need to find, yeah, this will work. I love how these pieces change so much when you add a little bit of ink to them. It's something magical. my cute puppies. They are best friends. Yes, they are all the time playing. If you hear them from the next garden, you will think they are killing each other. They are like all the time. Yeah, they don't go anywhere if they don't if they don't go together. Like they are like Siamese dogs. And I can't believe Neo is going to be 4 in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. And then in summer, in August, Muffin is going to be 2. How that happened? Like it was yesterday, they were so tiny. Now they're not tiny anymore. So we have this here. I'm gonna glue you. I'm gonna add 1 more millimeter here. Happy cooking! We are almost done, guys. So things I learned today. Dye ink doesn't want to dry on top of gesso. Then you cannot add ribbons properly. Don't try it at home. Oh my god. We need a little bit of 1 millimeter cardboard here as well. Can someone please suggest a laser print that would be good for printing papers and decoupage? I have inkjet, so I cannot help with the laser print, but I can tell you that I make all my prints on my inkjet printer. And you can see the quality is amazing. It depends more on the paper that you use than on the printer that you're using. I have a Epson EcoTank 2850. I print a lot, like a lot, and I never run out of ink, and it doesn't dry. And like, look at this. The quality is absolutely stunning. By the way, these are At House Wincy exclusive for my patrons. If you want to know more, I will tell you more at the end of this session. Okay, so Flora wants to be here. Yes. I thought that when I was looking for a printer, I thought that, yeah, I want a laser one, but I find 2 things with that. First, they are super expensive. Second, they give you, at least the ones I've used in my life, they give you like a shiny finish that I hate. That also depends on the paper, of course. But even, because before having my printer, I used to go to the copistery, to the printer shop. And I picked always matte paper, and still the finish was kind of glossy. Flora. Oh my god. That's so cute. Hold on. You are not straight. I want everything to be straight. Ah, come on. It was perfect. What? Not touchy. um, Okay, I'm going question by question. Hold on. Oh, that's good to know about this dye ink. Have you run into that with other dye ink formulas? I didn't have this experience before. I didn't know actually that it will take so long for it to dry. Yeah. The printer that I use is, I'm gonna write it in the chat. Epson Eco Tank 2050. I took the 2050 because it was the one on sales. Um, but any Epson Eco Tank will do the job. Yeah. Laser prints are good if you do jelly print. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you do jelly print, then you need lasers. Exactly. Yeah, I totally agree with Stephanie. 100%. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't really matter the brand. Just take a good one, and also the paper is really important. If you join my Patreon as a free member or as a paid member, I have a monthly newsletter, and I think it was the first one 3 months ago in January. You can go and take it. It's about printing. It's for free for everybody. Speaking of gloss, can you add gesso on top of cello stickers? Yes, you can add clear gesso. I recommend you use a flat, rounded tip brush like this. So you will have the minimum mm, strokes, marks, because any other kind of paintbrush is going to leave a lot of strokes and you don't want that. So you can add it, let it dry naturally, because if you try to heat gun that, your cello is going to shrink. I hope that answered the question. Um, yes, exactly. As Marisa said, yeah, on coffee you have the basic version. I will explain now this when I'm done with this. So it's very important the paper you use. It's very important. A couple more things like letting the paper set and so on. How about, as I cannot ink the edges properly, I can always take hold on. Where is my scorch timber? Yes, here. Let's see if with the scorch timber I can get better inking on the edges, because it's killing me that I lost the vignette. You know what I mean? Hmm. As I have the gesso, I can blend the ink with my finger, which is good for the project, but not for my OCD. Oh my God, Hila! I will. You are so funny. Hila said, "Believe it or not, Nunu, I just download your beautiful collection from Patreon with no problems. Yay!" Hila and I have some history on when to download the collection. Because you know how Patreon works. Patreon is like Netflix. When you join, you have access to all the previous content of the tier that you join. Except in my Patreon, I don't allow that with the digital collections. the digital collections, you can download them for about 20 days, and then I have to delete them. Otherwise, you guys will wait like till December, and then you will join and get 12 paper collections, and that will be very unfair. I'm okay with it for the classes, but not for the digital prints. Maybe it's just a silly thing of me. I want to add some extra texture to this. So, one of my favorite things is messy thread. I love this so much. So, I'm going to take some messy thread. Do I have any that is creamy? Yes. Yeah. Yes. This messy thread. So, we take a little bit of this. I forgot the name of the foreign marketing you love so much. This one, cold brew. I'm so tempted to buy the foreign inks, but I have so many. I know. They are a little bit different, like they give you this watercolory feeling. I can't explain exactly what it is, but to me, they feel different to Distress, for example. I don't have any others that are not permanent. I have Versafine Clear, but those are permanent inks. So the non-permanent, I have Distress. I love them, but these are somehow different. I know Distress have the ink like all embedded in the pad, and I know that this one, the inks, they have the ink like suspended in the pad. So when you touch only the surface, you don't get that much of the ink. You really need to push, so the ink that is suspended will touch your surface. I mean your stamp or whatever. I like the colors. They are also different. You need to think that they are made by Ranger. Of course, Ranger will not make any color that is already existing in the Distress line. So yeah, the colors are different. Okay, so we have this. I want to add some ribbon here. So first, let's make a hole. But you know me, everybody says that perfection is overrated. I can disagree more. How we are going to improve if we don't try to be perfect? That is just me being me. So 3.6, that will be here, 3.6. I don't see anything. Yeah, here. I'm trying to find the center to make a nice hole here. Let me bring some brad. Oh, look, today I can't use one that is gold. I never used the gold ones. Today is the day. So, big hole for me. And now I need to, it's okay. It's the big one. And one of my favorite things to do when adding some ribbon to the tags is I love mixing stuff. So, for example, I have some of these uh, thingy. How is this called? This kind of ribbon. Have you ever thought about having a design team, Nunu? Oh my god. That's so sweet. I don't think I'm big enough. I mean, I'm nobody. I have worked for some brands, yes, and I have worked for, I don't know, AB Studio, Lindy's, that's the Attic. I'm talking about brands where I designed for, and now for foreign market, but I don't think anybody knows me. But that's so sweet of you. Sari Silk, yes, really. Oh my God, you made me cry. So I have this bull because, hey, why not? I have a box full of bull, different kinds. So I'm gonna take some little pieces of this. And I'm gonna tie it all together, or I will try at least. We have to make these platters. No, no, the cute one around the block. You are crazy, Rachel. You are a very good friend of me, so I'm sorry. Your opinion is not objective. A good friend of mine. As soon as I said, I knew it was wrong. Okay, let's try to pull things through the hole. Maybe one day, imagine, maybe one day I will have my design team. That will be crazy. I cannot even think about that. Okay, now we tie this up. Like this. Hold on, because I think it's a lot. So I can remove just one of the saris, the sari ribbon, because it's too much. Come on. Yeah. One. And two. And I hate when this moves. So what I'm going to do is to secure it with a staple. Hold on. Like so. Yes. And I want to add white splatters. And for the white splatters, I love using wash. This lasts forever. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, you are crazy. I don't think it will ever happen. For me, after so many years in this industry and knowing how things work and that, ugh, I don't believe in things until they truly happen. Like this collection, we designed this collection like, I don't know, so many months ago. I didn't believe it was real until I got it in my hands, like real, physically, you know. Uh-huh. So I'm going to protect the face of my girl just a little bit, like this. And then I'm gonna add, yeah, some splatters. I'm so tempted to keep adding things. but it's almost 2 hours. I mean, I can I can keep going if you want to. I think some flowers will look super cute. Hold on. I have some hydrangeas. And I really like to use them when the project is so delicate, so pretty. These are preserved flowers. And they have like the perfect pink. So we just add a little bit of glue and we can glue down some flowers. This glue will dry transparent. So now it looks a little bit whitey, but I don't care because I know it will dry transparent. And something I truly like is gluing some petals, like, you know, floating there. That will add a lot of magic. This is changing everything. Now it seems that she's looking at the petals flying. No. How do you store your finished tags? I have a couple of boxes and they are standing one after the other, but those are all ones. The ones that I have done in the last year and this year, I'm going to show you in a second. I have them hanging from my shelves with these thingies. How is this called? I don't know how is this called in English, but it's a clip, and then I hang this from my shelves. So they are displayed in my studio. I love it. I think this was exactly what it was needed. I love it. How do you like it? Do you want to see the paper collection quickly? It's gonna take us a minute. Mini hangers. Okay, mini hangers. Okay, so what a big mess do I have here? Holy Batman. Okay, let me show you close up. So we have all that gold. I wish I would have add less of that gold, but it's fine, it's done. And we have the flowers and the layers and some texture. Yes. The mini tags, yes. So I would say every month, but not every month, almost every month, they have a digital paper collection on my Patreon in the highest tier that is called Visionary Maker. This is the full thing. Like full collection this month is Ghost Mechanica, and it has 18 papers. You can get basic kit on my coffee. It has 11 papers. I will show you what is what. So this is paper 1. Basic kit has 6 backgrounds, full A4 size. And I think this is the last one. Yes. And then you have then also 2-in-1, 2 designs in 1 page. So you can just fold them and make your junk journal easily. Yes. And you will have in the basic kit on coffee these tags and these ephemera, mini tags, circles, and sentiments. If you join Patreon, you will have access to all the classes, like 90% of the classes, and you will have these extras that are these 2 backgrounds, this one and this one. Of course, with the 2 sizes, so that size and this size. And you will have Art House Wincy exclusive add-on. This collection is completely done in collaboration with Art House Wincy. These are her designs, and then I add my stuff on top. And honestly, the portraits are to die for. So this one, the full one with 18 papers, you can get it on my Patreon, only Visionary Maker tier, until the 20th of May. You can get the basic kit, that will be these 6 papers plus the 2 ephemera, on my coffee. That is going to be there with all the other collections for you to get them when you want. No, classes are amazing. Oh, thank you. And work there with in gold. Thank you. I try to give you my best all the time. So if you join the classes, you have access to the other tags. Where are the tags? What did I do with the guy? I don't know. I can't find it now. So this is the tag for today. These are the mini versions I made for Insta. And I lost here they are. And you will get access to these classes and to all the art journal and the junk journals and everything. It's very crazy stuff in there. Oh, I just wish there were more images of people of different races. Tracy is always working on that. So you will always find some. I have, for example, hold on a second, don't move. Yes, here. Look. These are Art House Wincy as well. This set is called, hold on a second, I will tell you. This one is called Floriele, Floriele. And they have lots of Asian, and there are black ladies, super beautiful black ladies as well. Art House Wincy, Tracy is always very aware of this, and she always tries to bring for everybody, so everybody can feel identified. And not just that, it's just about art, and her works are very, very beautiful. And yeah, there is always a little bit for everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. Stay tuned, there will be more live streams coming, and all the links are in the description box. If you have any questions, just feel free to message me. I think the news is, yes, there were a lot of different ethnics. Yes, exactly. So, talk to you very soon, guys. Thank you. Bye.